That same ship was at Moonrise Towers, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like those two are about to fight.
Nobody messes with the Stone Lord, Ratling.
Nine Fingers sent her love, arsehole. Your Stone Lord's a dead man walking. You, help me kill these arses. The girls will sprinkle you with gold.
You picked the wrong side, cock.
Slice them! Slice them now!
Over here.
Embryo tip. Imperium field.
The Guild owns this city!
On the move.
For the Stone Lord.
did good, stranger. Someone had tried to slink away rather than get involved. They wouldn't earn the gratitude of the guild. A new flavour of scum that's been muscling in on our business. Agents of the Stone Lord. Lucky you. He's a newcomer to our delightful underworld. And he doesn't play nice with others. We think he's in league with the absolute cultists. This little operation here certainly suggests so. The guild always wins in the end. But this Stone Lord is trouble. Of course! The guild always rewards good work. Now scram!
Feeling fresh?
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon.
Always room for more.
Traps. How considerate.
Let's move.
What do you get out of this?
They've just joined, but are settling in marvelously.
It won't. Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Are you joking? This is great. I think of all the war you showed me, Buddy the dog.
Mark my robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Deliver that.
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp.
Never thought I'd feel sorry for a flock of pigeons.
At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
You're such a scaredy cat.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy. You want to let those dogs get so fit when there's no hot room. You would last a day out there. Still means day. Rain of passion.
And the gods don't give a damn about us.
I don't care how big they are. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
They work for the guilds. Give them a piece of your mind.
Bastards.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Evanesco.
Softer than a whisper. Oh, my hand slipped. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You notice the Tressum guards a shiny ring and stack of letters at its feet.
One needn't guess. Pigeon meat is my second favourite. Beholder. But it's exceedingly rare to come by. But let's not get bogged down in semantics. I believe you were just leaving, weren't you? Ta! In service of not having to make any further conversation with you, I concede. I'll be on my way then. There are a few places in the city I'd like to visit. I might have sussed some interesting items I'd rather like to get my paws upon. If I find anything interesting, I might even be willing to barter. Right. Ta-ra. Away.
You didn't even fight back.
I tried.
You won't help us. At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps and things. You throw a fit when
What's
there's
that can
no
happen if we get
one
caught
there.
sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the third.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Marcia?
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Oh, don't be shy. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Thank the gods! Unopened as well. Oh, what a relief. My customers will be most pleased. Please, take this. You've earned it 10 times over.
Can't let you in.
I thought we'd spoken again. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your kind.
Our kind?
Refugees. Outsiders.
Sir, you need to stay clear.
Gortash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
At least we'd have a bed.
Never thought I'd feel sorry for Paladin. Is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
I should send you back to the fish pit.
You're such a scaredy cat. They work for the guild.
I'm still learning. There's so much
Learn quick.
The Duke. Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Let us talk to him. Please, if he could just...
That'll make a great
We
headline.
have the Duke's full support. For the good of the people. Our.
Fascinating.
Are safe, my lord. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Look at you. Exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it.
That'll make a great headline.
Citizens only. I won't say it again.
But we won't clear from armed. There's nowhere else to go. Please.
Orders are
Fascinating.
orders. We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to step back.
There must be something.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mater temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business.
A bunch of martyrs would be happy to see a trader.
After all this time.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
They can turn into mist now. I'm not the only one with new tricks.
Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Listen, everyone at Sharess's caress is a professional.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. Blood near the bed.
To keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind. Honestly.
Well, I do. We're getting a real room.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source, a body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Theon Goldgrind. Murdered by my son.
It's to be expected. Some families just don't get along.
Baldur. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Killed folk slowly. He liked it.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
You're exhausted.
A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
Everyone at Shire's caress is a...
Welcome to the Caress, an oasis of pleasure.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time, have a drink, sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Sweeting, are you blushing? There is no shame in pleasure, even less when the pleasure is pain. It's Fion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face.
Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Hmm?
When the music stops, you and I continue dancing.
You have the key to my heart in that.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
good rumple.
Moan loudly in the library at all times. Devil's Den.
You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door. Not yet. But to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. To illithids, yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods? It would tear you apart. How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Pleasure house, den of